Can Arsenal win something this season? That is the big question. And if I'm being honest with you, I would like to say no. But the fact is hard to dispute. It is very hard to look at what they are doing, look at their position in several competitions this season, and just say that they are not going to win anything this season. It is just not possible, especially looking at what they've done so far this season. Of course, in some cases, you would say that the season is still very fresh. 9 games into the season in the Premier League, a few games in the Champions League, a few games in the League Cup too. But in the grand scheme of things, things are looking very good for Arsenal. And it doesn't seem like they would end up challenging for just one title. From what I'm seeing, they are going for all. I mean, let's not mention quadruple. It is way too early. And as a Liverpool fan, I can tell you that on several occasions, when we start mentioning quadruple, things fall apart for us. So I would keep it simple by stating the obvious, which is that is there any team in the Premier League currently that have a stronger squad than Arsenal? Their squad, if you think about it, they have multiple players in all positions. Ben White used to be their best right back, but he has not even seen game to play this season because they have someone else, Timber, playing week in, week out in the Premier League. And when you see him perform in each game, you would strongly want to play him in the next game. In the center back, in the midfield, in attack, it got to the point where, I mean, how you actually know the strength of a squad is how they perform when one of their key player is missing due to injury or for whatever reason. And we've seen it a lot from Arsenal this season already. Saka has already missed a couple of games because of a combination of injury and match fitness. But they did not miss his absence. Odegaard has been missing a couple of games too. They've not also missed his absence. Mosquera have had to play a couple of games in centre back, despite the fact that Arsenal already have the best centre back partnership. But whenever Mosquera step in, it is very hard to notice that the main man in the centre back position is not there. So all of this, their squad depth is very frightening this season. And when you see how they line up for each game, in fact, when Arsenal are playing a game, I don't look at the lineup first. I first look at the bench. When you look at the bench, you see the quality of players sitting in the bench. Then you actually know that these guys are very serious in whatever they are pursuing this season. So aside from the solid squad depth they already have, they have one of the best defense in world football in the top 5 league currently. Their defense this season is on a different level. Like when Arsenal is playing a game, any team that manages to get a goal against them actually played well. Like before you score against them, through whatever means, set piece, open play, anyhow you do it, once you get a goal against them, you know you surely worked hard for that goal. So that is the Arsenal we are seeing now. Of course, we've always known Arsenal in recent years to be defensively solid, but the quality of that defense this season is just on a different level. And like they say, attack wins you games, defense wins your titles. So it is undeniable at this very point in the season, their defense is looking very solid. And the next thing that we can't overlook is how their manager approach each game in each competition. Yes, I saw it this midweek in the cup game that was played. Let's do a very quick comparison to help you understand what you are saying. Check the lineup Arsenal presented in a cup game. Check the people sitting on the bench for that game. Now, compare it to the people starting game for Liverpool. Compare it to the bench of that Liverpool squad. When you see the two, you would understand that Arsenal are very serious to win something, and they are not letting go of anything this season. It doesn't matter if it's the Champions League, the Premier League, the League Cup, and whenever FA Cup starts, I'm very sure that they are stepping into each game with a team they know would be able to get something out of that game. That is exactly what we are seeing from them this season. And it seems very obvious that Arteta seriously wants to win something this season. Like, he's just not taking anything for granted. Now, the biggest reason why Arsenal have a very high chance of winning something this season, especially the Premier League, is the quality of the opposition. Yes, remember, that is the exact reason Liverpool won it last season. Last season, the contenders that were supposed to make it hard for Liverpool fell off. Example, Arsenal, they fell off last season. Manchester City were nowhere last season. And this season, we are seeing the same thing happen in favor of Arsenal. At this very moment, Liverpool, the level of struggle that Liverpool is going through, it is actually very pitiful to even talk about it. Talking about Man City, if Haaland is not scoring, then Man City is basically not doing anything. So everything seems to be working in favor of Arsenal this season. And I know people like to banter them about not creating enough chances. People like to make caricature of them because they like to score from set pieces. But let's be honest about it. I'm a Liverpool fan. We've been very poor this season. If we get goals, if we get winning goals each game from set piece, do you think I'll be sitting here to complain about it? Nah, you would never see me complain about it. So, Arsenal fans, just pray you don't fall off, because if you fall off from where you are sitting now, if you end this season without winning anything, it's going to be real. Like, people are going to crash it on you guys in a very serious way. So enjoy this moment, enjoy what you are seeing now. But as a Liverpool fan, of course, I'm not going to wish you all the best. All I know is that I'm still counting on magic to happen for Liverpool so that they will get back on track and start winning games. I don't want this to be an easy win for Arsenal in any way. I need them to be challenged. I need them to face that pressure of watching Man City win 10 games in a row. I need them to go through the pressure of seeing Liverpool winning games in a row, seeing so many other teams there serious to challenge. Yes, but none of that thing is happening at this very moment. So take your flowers. If this is your first time coming across this channel, I hope it won't be the last time. Subscribe, like, do the fancy things you guys do on YouTube. See you on the next one.